end result you would have wanted for this season? Just how do you describe the emotions of this ending the way that it ended?
Well, first off, congrats to the Dodgers. What a heck of the year they had, just all around. And, we just didn't get the job done. Just a couple mistakes along the way that hurt us. But like I said, we didn't finish it. Guys had some great years this year. It was fun playing with this group of guys. They really came together. The guys that we either signed to come here, guys that we traded for, they all fit this club perfectly and, really, bought into what we're doing here.
How do you process that fifth inning in particular? You guys are up 5-0. It looks like you're on your way back out to LA, and then obviously it unravels.
Like I said, just a couple mistakes that you can't give a good team like that extra outs. So it starts with me there in the line drive coming in, misplay that. So that doesn't happen. I think we got a different story tonight.
Was on the play
about that line drive? Did it not fall on you, or
I just didn't make the play.
Does it feel like you guys kind of gave it away? The game?
I wouldn't say that because we battled back. We took the lead, so I wouldn't say we gave it away.
Aaron, do you think stuff like this was problematic all year right to the end, like some fundamental stuff that lurked over the team all year on things like execution, technique, etc.?
It's tough to say because I haven't really sat back and looked on the whole year. But I can go back. There's a couple games in the postseason where it was a base running mistake, or like I said, you give a team like the Dodgers 3 extra outs, they're going to capitalize on it. So, but it comes back to me. I'm getting that first play. I got to make the play, and probably the other 2 don't happen.
Aaron, are you worried that this is going to be Soto's last game?
I haven't really thought about it. I'm proud of the year that Juan had. It was fun to come to work with him every single day. Just the work he puts in behind the scenes. Even when the guy was hitting 320, I'd see him hitting late after the games. If he had an offer, he was showing up early doing work. Whatever he decides, whatever him and his family decide, he prays on it. He's going to make the right decision for him and his family. And, we were definitely lucky to have him here. And, it would be great to keep playing with him because he's definitely a special player.
Aaron, ultimately, I know it's not your decision, but knowing what you two accomplished this year and the way that you guys fit in a lineup together, how much do you want him back, and how much do you think this team needs him back?
I think everybody in this room wants him back. Just like I said, besides you can look at the stats and what he did on the field, I think it was the type of leader he is in this clubhouse. He just does a lot of the little things that people don't notice that truly make him one of the best players, if not the best player in the game. So, I definitely enjoyed getting a chance to have a front row seat all season long, watching his at-bats, watching his approach, the way he would talk about certain pitchers and how they would attack him and what he's looking for. Man, he's a scientist up there, so it's definitely would love to see him in pinstripes for quite a long time.
Aaron, can you tell me the feeling of hitting a home run in the World Series? Now that we saw you wanted to hit in that home run.
Yeah, just trying to give us an early lead there, especially when you got Garrett Cole on the mound and you give that guy a couple runs, good things are going to happen. So just trying to stay aggressive in my zone and, happy to get those 2 runs, but wish we had added a couple more.
Aaron, you've been through the free agency process before. So what's your advice to Juan as he goes through it?
Just enjoy the process. Very few times in your career do you get to pick, have a chance to pick where you want to go, and a guy like that, he's going to have every single team that, that can afford him going to be, calling his phone. So just enjoy the process, talk it over with your family and friends, pray about it. But just most importantly, enjoy it. It doesn't happen too many times in your career, so just enjoy it.
He talked about how he you made him a better player. Did he make you a better player this season? And if so, how?
Of course, like I've been saying, is just watching his approach on a daily basis, how he would talk about how he would attack a pitching staff, how he would attack a certain pitcher, what he's looking for in certain situations, and then come up to the plate with him in scoring position every single day was also a nice little added bonus. But like I said, he's an incredible athlete, incredible player, even a better person. What he brought inside this clubhouse that a lot of people didn't get a chance to see. It's wherever he lands, wherever he ends up, that team's going to be very lucky, that's for sure.
How do you kind of wrap your head around that fifth inning?
Yeah, it was just a wild inning. They made it tough on us, just kept putting the ball in play and grinding out pitch after pitch. It felt almost, at the end of it almost felt like a win to just, not really give up the lead and, be in a position to keep going. So, boy, that was a tough one, though.
Garrett, how hard overall is this for you and your teammates, considering what the ultimate goal was and not having a chance to get there?
Yeah, this is like as bad as it gets. It's like kind of the, it's the worst feeling that you can have, especially because, you have to keep, sometimes willing yourself to believe and to give yourself a chance. And, you just keep pushing. And, ultimately we came up short, and it's brutal.
What was your impression of what happened at first base?
Yeah, I think I took a bad angle to the ball. I wasn't sure really off the bat how hard he hit it. I took a direct angle to it as if to cut it off because I just didn't know how hard he hit it. And by the time the ball got by me, I was not in a position to cover first. So neither of us were, based on the spin of the baseball and him having to secure it and just a bad read off the bat. So,
Garrett, you guys were leading 5-0. You were pitching a no-hitter. Everything was going in your favor, and then it all unraveled. Is it hard to comprehend how quickly that happened?
It's baseball. I think it's a tough inning, but I don't, sometimes, I guess it is a little hard to comprehend, but at the same time, I feel like we come in the dugout and we're like, wow, but we're still in the ball game. So, I think in this situation, I think you just got to get, Freddie did they did a great job on a handful of pitches. They put the ball in play. And in baseball, you put the ball in play, you get rewarded for it sometimes. But they were just so relentless in their approach. And they won a lot of pitches that inning. But when it was all said and done, the game was still in front of us with a chance to win. And, so we didn't get it done, so.
When you think back to that ground ball by Mookie, is there anything else you could have done differently, or was the spin so confusing that you had to do what you did?
I guess it's tough to say for me right now. I guess my angle should be a little more aggressive to first base to give myself a chance to continue through the bag if I don't get the ball. But I just didn't read the ball well.
Garrett, what can you tell to those fans who were there since day number 1 until the last day?
The fans were amazing. Specifically tonight, having them behind us, giving us energy to get out of that inning and giving us energy to keep going. We play for each other. We play for our organization. We play for our fan base. That feeling of togetherness, that feeling of everybody behind us there's no greater feeling in the world. So we're as players just super appreciative for all the investment that the fans make.
Garrett, in 5 words, he's going to start very soon, and everyone's going to be watching Juan Soto. Can you imagine the lineup without him after seeing him do what he did this year? He just fits so well.
Yeah, he had a fantastic year, and it was just a real steady Eddie presence for us, and just brought so many great qualities to our club. He's really earned this opportunity. Going forward in the next 5 days, and on a personal level, but I'm excited for him, and he's done everything he can, so he's earned the right to make that choice. So.
Can you put into words the abruptness of the end of the season, especially at this point?
I can't really put it into words.
Garrett, can you raise the level of frustration, whatever the right word is, that in game one in this game, plays not made maybe on defense is the difference between you guys still playing and potentially being ahead or not?
I mean, yeah, I don't evaluate it like that, I mean, it's just kind of like, maybe I'm still fresh in the mode of like, you just keep plugging along, as a player, if there's a mistake on the field, you try to look at it as an opportunity to, pick somebody else up. So, you're never really going to play, perfect baseball all year, and you're going to have to overcome mistakes, and certainly everybody makes mistakes. So if you buy into taking care of your teammates and trying to pick them up in those situations, you just always keep giving yourself a chance. So, it's just, you got to just keep moving forward. So that's kind of where I'm still at right now. Yeah.